Hi, Pete Knowles. Okay, alternatives to the Rolex Datejust. Now, currently, the Rolex Datejust in 36 millimeter with the Jubilee bracelet and the fluted bezel retails at $10,100. Now, you're not going to find this watch for $10,100. You're probably going to spend more in the neighborhood of $13,000 to $14,000. And so it can be necessary for a lot of folks to find a viable alternative to this watch that still fits the bill. This can be a very fun activity or exercise because it can expose you to new brands and kind of broaden your approach to collecting in a positive way. So let's get into some of these alternatives. So let's start with the most obvious alternative, and that's Tudor. Now, the Tudor Black Bay 1 in 36 millimeter now has a Jubilee bracelet, which I think makes it a great alternative to the Rolex Datejust. The one depicted here has the blue sunray dial on the Jubilee bracelet. It is 36 millimeter, although it also comes in a 31 or 39 millimeter. Of course, sapphire crystal, 100 meters of water resistant, screw down crown, but it has a manufacturer movement, in-house movement made by Tudor with a 70-hour power reserve, and it is chronometer certified. Now, the bracelet itself is really the highlight. I own this watch, and you'll see here a picture of the watch on my wrist, which is a 7-inch wrist. This is the 36 millimeter option. And so you'll get an idea as to how it wears. I think it fits perfect on my wrist. The Jubilee bracelet is very high quality. The clasp that you'll see in the picture has a T-fit, quick release, or should I say, quick adjust feature. And then also it has ceramic inserts at the friction points on the clasp, which make it very smooth to operate, and it's supposed to reduce wear over time, and it really increases the overall feeling of quality of the watch. It also comes in an anthracite dial and a light champagne dial. There are two-tone options, which I won't show here, but the one you see in blue there, the 36 retails at $4,600. Okay, next up is a company that's getting a lot more attention, especially recently, and that is Frederique Constant, and specifically the Classics Premier that you see here in 38.5 millimeter. Now, it also has an 18 millimeter lug-to-lug where the bracelet attaches, which could affect its feel as to its size, but very handsome watch. It comes with a blue or salmon dial, 50 millimeters, water resistant, sapphire crystal, of course, see-through case back, and a folding buckle. This watch that you see retails at $2,400. Now, as an alternative to this model, there is another FC model, which is the Classics Index that you see here, and it retails around $1,300. It is 40 millimeters, so it's slightly larger. And I think currently the only model they're actually manufacturing is a dark blue dial. But I personally own an olive colored dial, which you see here. And this is a picture of it again on my 7-inch wrist. And the bracelet is a Jubilee style bracelet with a folding clasp. It's not going to feel quite as high quality as the Tudor, but it is still a fine bracelet. Okay, next up is the Raymond Wheel Millesime. Okay, I grew up in Arkansas, so you'll have to forgive my pronunciation of some of these words if it's not spot on. But the one you see here is a 39 millimeter. It also comes in a 35 millimeter. Again, 50 meters of water resistance, probably a push-pull crown, folding clasp. It comes in silver, what they call a green racing dial, a denim blue dial, which is especially nice. I think that's the one that you'll see in the video here. Also anthracite and a salmon dial, which is especially attractive. There are steel options and then some gold plated options. And this watch retails at $2,400. You could probably find it for less online, but that's what their website is showing it as retail. Okay, the last alternative is one that may not be so obvious, but it is a personal favorite of mine, and that's Ball Watch Company. I have owned a Ball watch before, an engineer that had the same case and bracelet as the one that you see here. But the one that is depicted here is the burgundy dial, which I think is my favorite of the current models. There's also a meteorite dial, which is especially nice, and several other options available in 36 and 40 millimeter. The watch has 100 meters of water resistance, a screw down crown, of course a sapphire crystal, but it has a date magnifier, which could be something that you really like or you don't. I personally like it. The bracelet is a really nice high quality bracelet, and the watch itself is made from 904L steel, which you may be familiar with as the alloy that is used by Rolex. The watch is chronometer certified, and so altogether this package, it makes a really good argument for being a good value at this price point. The price point being $2,500. And so this is the last alternative. Check out Ball Watch. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Okay, so that is my suggestions as to alternatives for the Rolex Datejust. If you have any comments or suggestions about other alternatives, feel free to drop those down below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.